Have you ever noticed that even when you are trying to relax, your upper body and shoulders, they never quite let go? You might lie down, take a few deep breaths, tell yourself to let go, and yet there's still that sense of holding or pain or discomfort. Maybe it's a subtle bracing, a feeling that your chest and upper back they're on guard, and even when there's nothing obviously wrong. Hi, I'm Alexis Wadeland, osteopath and nutritionist at Blossoming Me and Healthy Learning Lounge. For many people, upper back tension isn't just about posture, weak muscles, or sitting too much. It's about protection. And to understand that, we need to talk about your nervous system. Your upper back and rib cage surround some of the most vital structures in your body. Your heart, your lungs, your major blood vessels, the airways leading to the lungs, and a large network of nerves that connect your brain to your organs, including the vagus nerve and the sympathetic plexus. These play a central role in regulating stress, digestion, heart rate, and breathing. From a survival perspective, this is sacred territory. When your brain senses a threat, and threat doesn't just mean danger, it could also mean overload, overwhelm, pressure, lack of rest, a poor night's sleep, emotional strain, or long-term uncertainty. It can automatically shift your nervous system towards protection. This is driven by the sympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system, the part that is designed to keep you alert, ready, and able to respond. One of the ways that the body does this is by subtly increasing muscle tone around the chest, ribs, neck, and upper back. It's a bit like drawing the shoulders slightly forward and wrapping the rib cage in a gentle, constant embrace. Not a dramatic clench, but more a quiet background readiness. Enough to shield the heart and lungs, enough to stabilize the spine, enough to keep you upright and capable. The problem is, when this state becomes chronic, what started as protection becomes tension, restriction, and eventually pain. Breathing is one of the first places that this can show up, if you're looking. In a calm, safe nervous system state, your diaphragm, the main breathing muscle, moves down easily with each inhalation. The ribs expand three-dimensionally, forwards and backwards, sideways, and a little bit up and down. The thoracic spine has a gentle, elastic movement. Air flows in deeply and quietly. But when the nervous system is in ongoing alert mode, the pattern changes. The diaphragm tends to move less. The ribs become stiffer and don't move so much. The breathing shifts upwards into the upper chest and neck. The muscles that are meant to assist breathing in short bursts, like the scalenes, the upper traps, the intercostal muscles, they start doing their job that they were never designed to do, all day, every day. This creates two problems at once. First, more structurally, the ribs and upper thoracic spine loses its natural movement. The joints become less mobile. The fascia or connective tissue that allows layers of muscles and organs to glide, they become less hydrated and less elastic. Circulation through the area reduces slightly. Waste products from the muscles from metabolism, they removed more slowly. And second, the nervous system receives feedback that breathing is a little restricted, a little bit more effortful, a little guarded. Now remember that breathing is a primary survival signal. So when breathing is free, the brain reads that there is safety. When breathing is restricted, the brain reads potential threat. So the nervous system then goes on alert and reinforces itself. So you get this cycle. Guarding limits breath. Limited breath signals danger. Danger increases guarding. Over time, this can create a state where the upper back and rib cage are never truly at rest, even during sleep. Even during quiet moments, there's this background tone of holding it all together. People often would describe this as a constant band across the upper back, a feeling of weight between the shoulder blades, tension right around the middle of upper back, inability to take a full, satisfying breath, tension headaches or neck stiffness, chest tightness, reduced upper body mobility, and fatigue that feels out of proportion to your actual activity. It's not that the muscles are weak. It's that they are over-recruited in a protective pattern. And this is important to understand because when pain arises from protection rather than from injury, the solution is not simply to stretch harder or to sit up straighter. Posture in this context is an expression of nervous system state. If your system feels under pressure, physically, emotionally, hormonally, metabolically, it will organize your ribcage and your upper spine in a way that prioritizes stability and vigilance, not ease. That's why some people can have what looks like good posture, but still have a profound sense of tension. The spine might be upright, but the tissues are braced. The ribs might be lifting, but not truly expanding. The breath might even come down deep, but not with the soft, gentle movement of the surrounding structures. Pain can then emerge from several overlapping mechanisms. Sustained low-level muscle contraction causes fatigue and pain. It also reduces local circulation. Increased sensitivity of spinal and rib joint receptors. Irritation of the intercostal nerves that run between the ribs. Reduced movement of the thoracic fascia and diaphragm. Central nervous system sensitization, where a region stays guarded for too long, causing sensations of pain even when there is no good reason for that pain. None of this means that your body is malfunctioning. It means that your body has been trying to keep you safe. It has been quietly coping. The key question becomes, how do we help the system realize it no longer needs to stay armored and tense? Part of that process is restoring rib mobility and diaphragmatic movement. Part of it is teaching your nervous system, often through breath and gentle movement, that the thorax is once again a place of safety, not threat. And part of it, for many people, is hands-on assessment and treatment to help the body to let go of patterns that it no longer is able to release on its own. In individual sessions, we look at how your ribs move, how your diaphragm functions, how your thoracic spine transmits force, how your neck and shoulders are compensating, and how your nervous system is regulating. Every person's pattern is different because every nervous system has its own history, structural patterns, lifestyle factors, and thresholds. For some, personalized manual therapy and guidance are a really important starting point, especially when pain is persistent, intense, or is layered with long-standing stress and/or previous injury. For others, beginning with gentle, guided work at home, focused on rib movement, breathing patterns, and nervous system regulation, can be a powerful way to start teaching the body that it is safe to relax again. Often, the most effective path is a combination of both of those two. Understanding your body, supporting it with skilled hands when necessary, and giving it the tools to relearn ease and movement through simple, consistent self-care. This is exactly the philosophy behind the way that we work clinically, and behind why we've created the Ribcage Reset program. Not as a replacement for individual care, but as a way to help people to reconnect with rib mobility, breath, and their nervous system safety in their own time, in their own space, either as a starting point or alongside treatment. If you recognize yourself in this pattern, that sense of always holding, always bracing, always having protection through that upper back and chest, know that your body is not failing you. It has been doing its best to keep you safe and well. With the right understanding, the right support, and the right kind of gentle retraining, you can learn to rest again. So remember that no two nervous systems, rib cages, life histories are the same. And what you decide to do next is what is right for you, at least for now. You can always change it later if needed. Whether your next step is a personalized hands-on assessment, where we can look at how your ribs, diaphragm, spine, nervous system are all working together and support your body to release and reorganize in a way that is specific for you, or starting at home with gentle guided steps, tools and techniques to help you to learn how to restore your own rib mobility, breathing patterns, and support nervous system regulation in a safe, progressive way. Or Maybe, like many, a combination of these two seems like the best, most powerful way for you to move forward. Where you are is up to you, but help is always here, just a message away. If your body has been living in a state of quiet guarding for a long time, you don't need to force it to relax. You need to help it to feel safe enough to let go. Both personalized care and gentle guided self-work can support that process, and you can explore whichever pathway feels right for you right now. So if you found this helpful and you'd like more education like this, feel free to like, subscribe, or share it with someone who might be living with this kind of upper back tension too. And if you'd like to learn more about working with us, either in clinic or through our programs, you'll find the links in the comments below.